Hi everyone, welcome back to another Q&A. I have a few more questions to answer this week. I haven't touched on any of these topics before, so I'm going to jump straight into it. So the first question is, what is causing my rosacea? So there are a number of factors that can cause a rosacea flare-up. Unfortunately, rosacea is one of those skin conditions that is quite hard to manage, but things like genetics, immune response, and environmental factors do play a really big part in rosacea. So unfortunately, it is really hard to narrow down exactly what is causing those flare-ups. Rosacea does, however, thrive off of a hot and humid environment. Obviously, everyone's triggers will be different. For example, I have a client who is triggered by heat and alcohol specifically. I always recommend my clients to write down notes when they are experiencing a flare-up, just so it helps us narrow down exactly what may have triggered the flare-up. Also seeking advice from a medical professional, a dermatologist or a naturopath as well, just to support internally as well as externally. Okay, so the next question is, are my scars removable? So this would depend on quite a few factors. Obviously, the severity of the scar, if there's any scar tissue, and maybe how long the scar has been left untreated. We do, however, offer quite a few treatments for scar removal. So we have things like chemical peels and microneedling, depending on how advanced the scar is, would depend on what treatment we would be doing. Obviously, before any treatment, we do always recommend a skin analysis and a consult. All right, so the next question is, how do I simplify my skincare routine? So I think a really extensive skincare routine can be quite overwhelming for some people. A lot of my clients don't want to have a 10-step skincare routine, and that is totally understandable. I think to simplify your routine, you just need to stick to the basics. Once you've nailed the basics in skincare, it's a lot easier to introduce some targeted products down the line or whenever you feel you need them. So just sticking to a basic cleanser, a hydrating moisturizer, and then always sticking to your SPF. So that is all the questions I have for this week's episode. Thank you guys for sending them through. As always, I have a question box that goes up on my Instagram once a week where you guys can ask me some questions for next week.